accepting it when you screw up and moving forward, right?
Yeah, I agree. For anyone that's listening to the audio, that's Scott playing with his brace.
The Velcro.
Yeah. It's okay, buddy. I just was thinking if I'm listening to that on podcast, what's that noise in the background? Session 9 was get off the guilt and worry treadmill. So this is what you talked about. Yeah. So we do talk a bit about if you're worrying, you're in the future, and if you're feeling guilty, you're living in the past. And the only thing that matters is right here, right now, and being here. And sometimes, even sitting on this couch, I'm looking at you guys, and we're listening to each other, but then we're thinking about what we're going to say next. And I have to be like, oh yeah, like I'm in this moment right now. Like, let's just worry about what's going on and respond rather than focusing on that. So many conversations are people thinking about what they're going to say next rather than just relaxing, sitting back, and letting the other person get their point across. So,
I think that's a big one for everybody.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody, you're constantly like...
To live in the... Yeah, it's very difficult for people just to live in the moment and be happy and accept, you know?
Yeah.
And just
be like, there, because you can't
ground yourself and just accept and like be happy and enjoy what's going on right in front of them. You know what I mean? Like enjoy the little things, like, you know, you with your daughter or whatever, right?
Yeah, so, absolutely. It's all about the little things. They're really... The big things
are big things.
Yeah,
little things are big things.
Little things are big things.
Because when you get older, like, you know, like health problems happen, then you look back and you're like, oh man, like I wish, you know.
Yeah, I wish I'd spent less time thinking, you know.
Or hiding in my house.
Yeah, that's true, but or less time focusing on, you know, work or whatever, and spending it more with the people that matter.
Just silly things, right? Like,
yeah, for sure.
It really does matter.
But remember that one. That's one that always stuck with me. That if I'm feeling guilty, I'm in the past, and usually, like, I think every time I'll go back and I'll do a check-in, a mental check-in, and sure enough, I'm thinking about something that isn't a part of me anymore. It's just a part of, you know, my story. Or else if I'm worried about a scenario that hasn't even happened yet. So
half the time they never do happen.
That's right. Or
never happen the way we think.
Or to go,
it's better, right? You're like, oh man.
Or to go back to expectations.
Yeah.
You expect it because you're thinking about it, right? And it never goes the way that you expect it to go, right? Sometimes, usually better.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that was like the MRI, right? I was so worried about it because, like, claustrophobic, and like last time I went in it, you've been in them.
Yeah.
Like, coffins are like this big, and like my shoulders being compressed, so I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, those MRIs
and
are
then,
not
like,
good time.
and like I was worried. I lost like 3 nights sleep, like going into this one, right?
Yeah.
And then I go to it, and it was like the big open one, and like it was fine down in Stratford. And I get there, and I'm like, I don't even have to take my Ativan. This is great.
No kidding.
So there you go. I worried about nothing.
And most of it is. Yeah. Most of us worry about things that never even happen.
Yeah.
Those MRIs, though, man. Yeah, I don't like that either. I did the.
Go to Stratford.
Is that the big one?
Yeah,
the big one
is the same one
for your head too, because I was in there for my head and that was not fun.
It's an open one, just like the States.
Okay, I'll remember that next time I need to go in for a MRI on the noggin. Session number 10: how to address obsessive, scary thoughts. So this one's a tough one for me too. These are the thoughts that like continue to come back and continue to come back and continue to come back. And that was a good one. I don't really remember the exact coping skills for that. Do you? I think it was just to put a stop sign up, was it not? Like when you're stuck in that thought, just kind of put that picture like a big red stop sign. Say I'm thinking about something. Most of the time, it's something that's out of our control.
Yeah. If it gets obsessive though, like don't be afraid ever to reach out.
Yeah,
that's what I found. I think over the winter is that I reached out, and I would have probably died if I not reached out. Right.
Your obsessive thought was suicide, though, wasn't it?
Yeah. Which sucks, but it is what it is, right? I'm not going to judge myself about it.
So you found that. Okay, so you.
I didn't want to reach out.
Tell me a little about that though, because this is something that's serious.
Needed to, yeah.
Because sometimes the skills that we're talking about with obsessive, scary thoughts might not work, right? Because obviously they didn't work for you.
Didn't really I knew that I was having shitty thoughts, and then as soon as that plan started to take action, I needed to like see a professional. Like none of my friends I didn't want to talk to them. I didn't want to talk to you guys about it.
I know you didn't, yeah.
Fuck that.
Paulie was at my age during that time. I was like,
no, not happening. But I know that if there's a plan that that I need to reach out, and I'm not ashamed of that.
Yeah.
So
So who did you reach?
That was good.
To the hospital.
You went to the hospital?
I went in, was admitted for a few days.
So how did they stop the obsessive, scary thoughts? Was it just being there helped? Like
talking to a psychologist, talking to a counselor.
Even though it wasn't your usual counselor?
Yeah, it sucked that it wasn't my usual counselor, but they kind of used some tools, I guess, to say, like, hey, you're safe. You're not where you used to be. Think of, put yourself in the positive light, that you are in the positive light. And people do think good things about you, and you should think good things about you as well. But that's, it's about practice.
Yeah.
Do that in those moments. I might have been okay for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or an hour or 2 hours, but then the obsessive thoughts come back, right? Then the plan's already there. So that's why I just stayed there for a few days.
Good for you.
Yeah, it sucked. It's not something I'm proud of, but I am proud of it. On the other hand, that I was able to do that and not fulfill these plans that I had.
So did the thoughts just fade after time, or did like?
Well, they're less and less. I can't say that they're gone completely.
Right.
Just because I'm human, right? But they're less and less intense.
So do you just what do you do now when you experience them?
Reach out a crisis center.
So you still make a phone call or whatever
if it gets so bad, I'm still doing like the walking, going for a mile walk, playing my guitar, coloring,
doing all the stuff
doing those things that I feel like I need to just even snap myself out of it for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ground myself, and I've tried to actually ground myself and then feel from my toes to my heels on the ground, and like just say, okay, well, like I'm safe, I'm on the ground, nothing around me's hurting me.
Yeah.
It's not an outside thing that's hurting me, it's the inside thing. And if I can hopefully just center to one thing inside me, then I can manage it and get through it.
Right.
It's not easy having suicidal ideation.
No.
For sure, it's not fun.
What do you describe the ideation part? Like, what does that mean to you?
A plan. An active plan of how I would like to end my life.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not going to describe it, obviously.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I think that's a little much. Yeah, but
it's a little uncensored.
Yeah, it's a little maybe. Yeah, I mean,
it's a little rough.
We're trying to help people. We don't want to give anyone ideas.
But if you do, I'd say if you do have a plan, call someone right away.
Yeah.
Because you're in the danger zone, and there's people out there that are willing to, whether that be just listen to you. Like, I think that was the thing with people at the hospital, just listen. They didn't tell me the right thing. They just listened actively and told me some healthy coping tools. Do
you think that, like, when you say having a plan, I just want to clarify this because, like, I think we all have thoughts of suicide at times. I think it's just like...
it's a lot more than just thoughts of suicide. It's like, this is what I'm going to do. This is for sure going to end my life. Boom, boom, boom. I'm starting steps.
Okay.
And that's the plan.
So, to people watching, like, if someone thinks, like, oh, well, maybe I'd do it this way, like, maybe I'd do it this way, that's not necessarily a plan, but they are thinking about different scenarios.
Yeah.
So when it gets so is that something to worry about? Would you say?
Would, for sure. Yeah, hell yeah.
Even if you're just thinking like, oh well, maybe I do it this way, or maybe even though the plan's not intact.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I should have reached out before I reached out. I know that. I should have reached out to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, but again, human being who thinks I can handle it. I'll figure it out. Right.
Do you think part of that's being a man?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pressure put on.
For sure.
Okay. And what did you think that time? We talked about with Scott, if you watched last week's podcast, you had a moment where you were there was some like relief in the fact when you're thinking about going under for surgery that you might not wake up.
Yeah.
And that was like when you had that thought, what did you like? How did you stop yourself from like diving into that deeper?
Well, I was at the hospital, like...
So you're already, you're not going to be able to do it, yeah.
I didn't tell anybody, because I knew, like, where that would leave me, right?
Right.
So, I don't know.
It was just a brief moment kind of thing?
It was just a few brief moments of weakness and just the struggles in my life, going back, replaying everything of all the negative stuff and things that I've had to deal with and overcome and just, all the crappy things that have been done to me and...
I don't think that's weakness. I think that's just like Paulie said. I think that's just being human. Yeah.
And I think it affects. I'm very sensitive. I'm an empath, so it affects me, and I hold on to that anger and hurt for a long period. I can't get rid of it, and I think it was tired of the struggle.
Yeah, letting go is going to be a big one. I think for all of us.
Yeah.
But
I hate to speed you up. We've been on for like an hour and a half almost, and I have someone waiting.
Oh, sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, dude.
So I get it that we gotta get I got a boogie. I have to.
Go ahead, brother. Yeah, I didn't realize you've been on for that long.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother. Yeah, we're gonna. You know what? We're gonna wrap it up here, anyways. We're on like how to address. Okay.
We can keep going.
All right, Scott and I'll go. We'll go through it.
Yeah.
We'll be done in like 5 minutes.
See you,
All right,
buddy.
buddy. See you, man. Love you, bud.
You good?
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, dude.
Hey, no worries.
All right, so that happens. This is real life. We'll see you next week, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, so session number 10 was how to address obsessive scary thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like the addressive scary or the obsessive scary thoughts for me were kind of what we just talked about with the obsessing about suicide. So I think we can kind of jump to the next one here.
Love you, boys.
See you, bud. Did you have anything you wanted to add to obsessive scary thoughts?
No, that's not one thing I struggle with all the time. Like, I don't really have too many, I guess, like, scary thoughts like that.
Yeah.
So,
I think that was more for Paulie, and I think you kind of addressed that one. Session 11, we did anxiety and depression, a candid dialogue about medication and alcohol. This was a good one for all of us because, and even for you, alcohol was something that, you know, I used as a self-medication tool and technique as well as drugs, but yours was opiates, right?
Yeah.
And you doing your surgery, this would have been an interesting one for people to...
That was a tough one and a trigger, and for so many different reasons, right?
Yeah,
So, I didn't want to take them because I know where it could have led me, and I know that the stress it would put on my family and friends, like knowing that.
Yeah.
But I know I had to.
What did they prescribe you?
Hydromorphs and some morphine tablets or something like that, because they didn't want to give me like Percocets or
anything that was like a little
Hydromorphs, like exactly what I was addicted to, right?
Right.
I told them that, and then so like that was a catch-22 as well, because I was honest with the doctors and told them, and because of other medication that I take to keep me safe, like I don't think they knew how to deal with it. So they didn't prescribe me really the stuff that took the pain away. So
Right.
It didn't really work. Right.
Yeah.
And then they didn't prescribe me like a lot because they were worried. But at the same time, because of my size, I can handle a lot. And because of the addiction for so many years, like my tolerance for that stuff is through the roof. Like
Still, eh?
Yeah.
So you think your tolerance doesn't go down over time? I don't know.
Haven't tried.
I know. Yeah, that's right.
I don't know, but before, like, when I had relapses and slips, like, from back when my, addictive behavior started, when you take
You still have to take too many.
Well, I'd have to take, like, quadruple the amount just to get, like, it was
Wow.
weird. Like, I wouldn't get the same buzz or the same high that I got before, so I was chasing it and taking more and more and more.
And that's the...
Like, I'm surprised that I didn't
OD
at points, right?
Really?
Like, yeah, like,
That's
I've taken,
addiction, though, right?
I've
chasing
taken
that.
enough, like, that would, like, knock out a horse.
I believe that. Well, yeah, you have to.
And
right?
But I didn't get, like, it was
You
weird.
didn't
like,
get high off it.
Yeah, like, I'd get maybe a smidgen of it, and then, like, chase it again, and it was just like, oh my god, like, what's...
And that's the addiction, right? It's
It was
constantly
pissing me
chasing
off.
that. Yeah.
It's like, why can't I get it like I used to,
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a tough go.
So for us, I mean, medication in this course that we talked about is typically anti-anxiety and antidepressant, but it does come with, every medication comes with a risk, right? And especially if you have struggled with an addiction with it in the past. I mean, that must have been a tough decision for you.
It was.
But you're through it now?
That was one of the things, like, I almost didn't want to go for surgery and thinking, like, oh, it'll just heal. I can get through this.
Because I
didn't want to face it. I didn't want to, like, have to deal with that or, like, go on them
and that's the worry.
Put myself at risk and make my family scared, And
that's the worry in the future, too. Right? Yeah. So we talked about the medication and alcohol. Session number 12 was the courage to change. So this was like going through the program and accepting the fact that, we are going to change. You're going to become a different person. You're going to become a more positive person because a lot of this program has to do with transforming negative thoughts to positive thoughts.
Yep.
And just focusing on the silver lining and focusing on being grateful and the goodness in every situation, or the lesson to learn, because there is a lesson in every situation, no matter how shitty it is. And to have and a lot of people think, well, if I change, other people won't like me and whatever. Well, if you are where you are, there might be a chance that the people you're surrounding yourself with could be potentially toxic for you anyways. It might be an idea to kind of change your circle. Or, they'll have to change.
I think both of us experienced that, like, and everybody, like, you'll end up getting rid of a lot of toxic people out of your life because you're in there for the wrong reasons, or you're surrounding yourself with those people because they're like-minded, right? And they're, you know, so it's normal behavior when you're around them, right?
Yeah.
So you don't think anything different. But if you pull yourself out of it, or like other people looking in, you're just like, you know, what's wrong with these people, right? But we think it's normal.
Well, misery loves company, right? And